podcast that you're about to hear contains acts of sex and violence. The hosts do not claim to be experts on the subjects that they present. Listener discretion is advised. And welcome to Brutal Nation, a podcast series dedicated to lesser-known serial killers and acts of true crime. I'm your host, Scott Alexander. Right across from me is the one, the only, the bizarre, and kind of scary Tammy Underwood. Say hi, Tam.
Hi, everybody.
Okay.
He's lying.
You hit me with this one here.
Yeah, dude.
And I'm looking at the title of it while we're recording. Called The Gang of Amazons. 3 words. What the fuck? I'm not going to say shit. I'm not going to get into a soapbox. Just fucking tell me about this shit.
What the fuck? And the bizarre thing is they're not even from the Amazon. They're from Russia.
Is the Russians from Mother Russia. Fucking Russians.
I'll tell you why they got that name here in a minute. But my quote for them is, the mob mentality may keep you safe, but your soul will pay for it in the end.
God
Dun,
dang.
dun, 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 from Lori Goodwin.
That's all prolific and fucking scary and
well,
shit.
see, I find some good quotes, but that's okay.
And then Lucifer came from beneath the earth to claim their souls.
Dude, I can't wait for the new season of Lucifer to come out. I know they just released one, but I'm waiting for the next one. Because I binged it and like I watched it straight through. I didn't even fucking take a break to go to the bathroom.
I'm doing American Horror Story 1984 again.
See, and I started watching it, and then I got interested in American Horror Stories, and then American Horror Story, and What We Do in the Shadows just released a new season.
Yeah, I gotta watch that one too.
So
I can masturbate to that. Anyway, go ahead. About your Amazon.
I bet you could to Nadja.
I can do it to Nadia every day.
Her name was Nadja.
I don't care what her name is. I'd make her go,
You fucking guy.
I'll show her my steak of love.
Yeah, Laszlo's a wimp, so.
I'm going to sit over here and eat chips.
Yeah, you sit over there and eat chips and.
While you're presenting. I got to hear about this shit.
Hey, at least you're not texting. I'm happy. Before we begin our regular presentation, I have a disclaimer. This case comes to us straight out of Russia. That said, I want everybody to know that I do not speak Russian. So if I'm pronouncing a name, please bear with me. I've done my best to get the phonetic pronunciation for everything, but if I still manage to butcher the pronunciation, I apologize. It's not like I'm doing it on purpose, like, Scott would. So, the purpose of the name. See, I get into it right away. Why does this keep doing this? My screen keeps freaking, zooming. Okay. In the beginning, people believed that this group of people was dubbed Gang of Amazons simply because it was a gang composed of both men and women. Actually, it had 2 men and 4 women.
Lucky bastards.
However, the women were where the women held the dominance over the men. Okay? Which is rare, to say the least, especially in Russia. Okay? This name was never used by the family in reference to themselves. They were dubbed the Gang of Amazons by the media after they found out a knife was located near one of the crime scenes that was engraved with the phrase, "My favorite Amazon." The local media wrongfully assumed this knife belonged to one of the leaders of the group, but that is not at all true. There was a knife found with those words engraved on it. However, the knife belonged to another woman who had no ties to the gang or their horrific crimes.
Was she an Amazon?
It didn't say.
Was she a hooker?
Scott.
I'm asking. I don't know.
Not that I know of.
We do a lot with dead hookers.
Yeah, there are no dead hookers in this one.
I'm just asking. God
Actually,
dang.
there are a lot of dead predominant people, though.
No dead hookers, huh?
No dead hookers.
That's kind of different. But okay.
I know. But this is a group of, predominantly women, so why would they kill other women? Well, they did, but that's not the purpose.
Okay, you just answered your own fucking question. Now, continue.
I know. Okay, so we're going to talk about who made up the gang. The family hailed from the village of Divny in Stavroble. I hope I'm pronouncing this right.
Did you say stabbable?
Stavroble. Stavropol.
Okay.
It's Stavropol.
He's stabbable. I'm like, wow, this is
No,
getting
I know.
interesting already.
They lived in what would be considered a comfortable home located in the administrative seat of Stavropol Krai. And I saw pictures of their home. It was like almost fortified. You know when you see on TV programs about the Mexican gang lords, the drug kingpins and shit, and how
Right.
they have those big estates that are gated and all that shit?
Right.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
You have to keep the communists out.
Dude, keep somebody out. Okay, and they often went on camping trips to Rostov Oblast, which was just a cover for them to keep committing their crimes. Okay? So, the first member of the group was Roman Podkopaev. I'm telling you, I know I'm butchering these. And he was a 35-year-old patriarch of the whole family. He was a dentist by trade, and coincidentally, he was also the suspect in the death of Inessa's first husband. He would later marry Inessa himself.
Huh. Go for it, buddy.
Now, I didn't get a whole lot of information on her first husband, so I didn't feature it here, but I'm going to try to find more to feature it in our blog.
And by the way, don't feel bad about not being able to pronounce Russian names. Russians can't even pronounce Russian names. So,
Dude, and when you see the Russian spelling, it's like there are too many fucking consonants in there.
well, because it's all Cyrillic.
Uh-huh.
And I'm pretty sure that half the Russians can't even. They look at it and they go, that's what it says. We don't care.
Yeah. Well, and I remember somebody saying one time, what is the Russian word for content or something like that? And the Russian goes, we don't have that.
Yeah, we don't have that in Mother Russia.
We don't have happy.
That's right.
And so then we have Inessa Tarverdiyeva. Okay. The 46-year-old matriarch of the family. She had a career as a nursery school teacher and a homemaker, but chose to give up her teaching job when the family started their own business.
Of killing people.
The business of robbery and murder.
Oh, well, there you go. I was making a joke, but
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I guess I was spot
Which
on.
I'm sure can be exhausting itself, right?
Well, I know how exhausting it is masturbating to porn. So I can't imagine making a whole business out of robbery and
Is that
killing
how you
people.
go to sleep at night, Scott?
Maybe. Lately, it's been midgets.
Is that why your cat's mad at you?
My cat is like creepy.
Your cat is creepy.
Like for real. Like if I'm on the toilet or even in the shower, she doesn't shower with me anymore, which is good. She just jump in the shower. Now occasionally I see this head poke around the shower curtain, like, yeah, soap it up, Big Daddy. You know what Kitty likes. I seriously, she gives me this weird fucking look, like her eyes are all squinty, like, looking good. I feel self-conscious, not around anybody in the world, except for my cat.
I was going to say, you don't have any shame.
I don't, but the way she looks at me is fucking creepy.
Yeah. Well, when I first got Ghost, my lovely dog, I was taking a shower one time, and he comes in, and he, like, walks into the bathroom, and I saw the door open. I'm like, who the fuck is coming in the bathroom? Right? Because I don't always shut it all the way, because I'm very claustrophobic. It kills me to go to the bathroom here.
Just leave it open and spray, light a match. I mean, that's all I'm asking.
Yeah. But anyway, so it's like, all this other shit. And all of a sudden, so I see the door open, and all of a sudden, around the curtain, I'm seeing this white nose. I'm like, I'm fine. It's like he had to know where I was.
Yeah, see, he's not looking at you all creepy like my fucking cat is.
No. Okay, so it's reported that she had a lover who was a policeman at one point. However, he left her for another woman, and this event led to her extreme hatred towards all things involving law enforcement.
Damn, the dick was that good, huh?
Either that or the breakup was that bad.
No, yeah, I can see that.
So, sorry, I had to... Anyways, there's a little too much cayenne in those potatoes.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, it's not spicy, but it's like catching, and I have my ulcer, and it kind of hurts a little.
Oh, shit, I forgot. I'm sorry.
No,
anyway,
you're fine.
Continue.
So, the next one is Viktoria Tarverdiyeva. I have to say that name a lot, so I should know how to
Can you
pronounce it.
say that name in Russia? No, you can't. 'Cause
No.
You're not happy. We're never happy.
No. The 25-year-old oldest daughter of Inessa and her first husband. And the first husband died under rather suspicious circumstances at a place of employment, which what happened to be a local power grid. That's all I could find out so far.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Maybe he fried. Who knows?
I'm wondering if yeah. The next one is Anastasiya Tarverdiyeva.
See, that is a sexy fucking name.
And
I'm
it's spelled
serious.
really cool, too. Anastasiya. Anastasia.
That is hot.
I know,
I'm
right?
big on names and that.
But she was only 13 years old at the time.
Never mind. I was going to say, that sounds sexy
And I
as
haven't been
fuck.
able to find any pictures of her at all.
Well, I was going to say that's sexy as fuck. Now I know she's 13, and I feel a little creeped out at myself. So
Yeah, but
I'm
the
gonna
name is sexy.
I'm going to shut the fuck up and sit over
But
here.
the name is sexy, and, it
Look,
could be, anybody could have that name.
She's 13. I can't.
Yeah.
No, just keep going. I just totally creeped myself out.
Did it creep you out?
Dude,
Is it like if you were to sleep with somebody who's younger than your daughter? Never mind, you've done that.
Yeah, maybe I've done that more than once or twice.
Yeah, I know. Well, when you told me that one chick just came of age, and after you told me you'd bang her, I go, what the fuck? And then you're like,
Yeah.
no, 21. And I'm like, well, that's still creepy. Anyways,
little girl.
she was a 13-year-old youngest gang member. She was the youngest daughter of Inessa, and she was a juvenile at the time the crimes were committed. And I think that's why I can't find any pictures of her, which I'm on the hunt still, because you know me. Next one is Sergei Sinelnik. Sergei.
That's a very Russian name, by the way.
That is a very Russian
You know how your
name.
nephew is hella Asian?
Yeah.
That name, hella Russian.
Hella Russian, Sergei.
You don't hear that name. I've never heard that anywhere else.
But Russia
Russia.
and the Ukraine. Well,
And the Ukraine.
the USSR used to be back in the day, remember?
Right. And that's the only place I've ever heard.
Yeah, when it was
My name is-
Chechnya, Chechnya, Ukraine, all that is
Right.
now Kazakhstan, all that.
Right. That's
Yeah.
the only place I've ever, and people from there, it's the only time I've ever heard, my name is Sergei. It's like, oh, I know exactly where you're from. How do you know? The name says it all.
Yeah, one of the guys who used to deliver dry ice to the ice cream place I worked, his name was Sergei. And he used to try to teach me Russian, but I couldn't pick it up. Anyways, he's the 35-year-old brother-in-law of Roman Podkopaev. And he was a police officer who fed the family inside information that aided them while they committed their crimes.
Damn, all right. If you're going to do it, have an inside guy.
Yeah, dude.
I
Dead
can't fault
serious.
them for that. Actually, you know what? Because I try to find the good in everybody, except for Colin Fucknuts.
Colin Norris. I know, dude. He's like the only one.
What the hell was his last name again?
Norris.
Norris.
Fuck nuts, Norris. Same thing.
Yeah, same thing. Because I can't find any good in him. But you know what? Let me tell you the good so far. They're smart. They got an inside guy.
Yeah.
They know how to avoid things. Information is power.
They
Yeah.
got a woman leader. Telling you.
I'll tell you what. Us men are vicious.
Us women are worse. We
Women-
are conniving.
And that's evident in like the whole dating world. Because if a guy gets dumped by a chick, yeah, we might stalk you for a little while and shit like that. Normal guys, but I love you.
They'll
Take me
Facebook
back.
stalk us, yeah.
Yeah, and shit like that. And we might make some phone calls. But all in all, most of the time we're harmless. Here's you women. Because you bitches talk.
And we know your password, so we'll get into your account.
Here's women. Come here. Cry on my shoulder. It's okay. You know what you should do, that son of a bitch? What? What should I do, Lisa? You need to flatten all his tires and then shoot him in the dick. That's a good idea. Let's go. That's just you women. And you'll plan it out. And it won't happen right away. It'll be months down the road. And you're pulling into your driveway. Man, that was a damn good show that I had. I'm glad that I'm back from out of town. Life's good. I'm going to go unload my guitar. Now, bam! Your fucking dick explodes. Oh, my God, somebody shot me in my dick. What the hell? What? Michelle, what the fuck are you doing here? Flattening your tires, motherfucker. Psst, psst, psst.
Look, the whole fucking Carrie Underwood song, Before He Cheats, should tell it all.
Oh, fuck yeah.
How she fucked up his truck because he was in the bar.
I heard that song, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
So the last member of this gang was Anastasia, not Anastasiya, Anastasia Sinelnik.
I like
And-
anesthesia.
Yeah, she is Sergei's wife.
Hello, Sergei.
and Roman's sister. She's 26 years old, and she actually completely denies any affiliation with her relative's crimes. However, she was found storing the stolen goods the family acquired. So she obviously knew about them, right?
She was framed.
Frame. I was framed.
She was.
Rick G. Valens. Okay, now their killing sprees goes down. The first victim is Mikhail Zelyny. And check this out. It's pronounced Zelyny, but it's spelled Zlydnev.
That's not a real thing. That's not a real name. There's not enough vowels in there. It's all consonants.
There's one vowel.
That's not a real name.
Yeah. On February 17, 2008, a group of individuals went to Aksai and invaded the home of the head of the Information Security Department of the State Drug Control Service.
Holy moly.
Pretty important guy, right?
Go big or go home.
Yeah, they shot Miguel and his wife before they stabbed them to death. And before the killers left the house, they took, check this out. I mean, some of the items they took is like, what the fuck? They took a doublet, which is an undergarment that's quilted, reinforced with mail, and meant to be worn underneath armor.
Oh, okay.
It's like from medieval times.
Right, no.
They took a jacket.
Hey, they were cold. It's Russia.
Okay. And they took a remote control for a television, but not the TV itself.
I've been there, okay? Like, my dog ate the remote to the TV that's hanging on the wall.
Yeah, my friend's dog has eaten like 3 of their remotes.
Maybe that's what happened. They had
but
themselves...
if it's not a universal, it's not going to work on their TV.
Maybe it was a universal remote. Maybe, or it was the same one. Maybe they had a Samsung and they broke it. So, holy shit, they've got a Samsung, grabbed the remote because it might work with our TV because Fluffy ate our fucking remote. Good thinking. I'd do the same thing if I was them. Fuck, that might work. Let's just, what do we have to lose?
Okay.
If it's no good, then we'll chuck it.
Okay. You'll be shocked at some of the things they steal later. Okay, so then on July 17, 2008, on the federal highway in Aksai district, the group shot a car that was being driven by Alexei Suzanov. And the passenger in the vehicle was Julia Vasilyeva. And Suzanov was killed. Alexei was killed in a hail of bullets. And Julia survived, although she was seriously wounded.
Yeah, think after being shot?
Yeah, this time the family stole only a purse that held a driver's license and a passport. That's all they took.
Maybe their passport expired. What about she needed a new passport?
New
Have you ever tried to apply
maybe?
for a passport? It takes forever. It can be a pain in the ass.
That's what I've heard. I need to get mine. July 8, 2009, Lieutenant Colonel Dmitry Chudakov, yeah, say that one, and Nizhny Novgorod.
That sounds like a drug.
Yeah. And his family, he's of Nizhny Novgorod. Sorry, not and. And his family were parked on the shoulder of the road. They were suddenly ambushed by the gang who shot Dmitry, his wife, and their 7-year-old son with the Saiga 410 semi-automatic. And Veronica, their 11-year-old daughter, was stabbed a total of 37 times.
I bet they saw those kids in Walmart.
Do they have a Walmart in Russia?
They probably do.
Okay.
Those kids, let me tell you what happened. They were in Walmart.
Okay.
They're trying to mind their own business. They're trying to buy some milk, some eggs, some DVDs, that type of thing. You know, and these little bastards were probably jumping all around the place, and they're probably in Russian going, "You need to stop now. You're giving us headaches." And the kids are like, piss on you. And they got sick and tired of their shit.
So they shot the 7-year-old and brutally stabbed the 11-year-old.
The 11-year-old was probably the leader of the whole thing. Like screw you, Mom. We're going to crawl up the fucking end caps until we're on top of it.
And knock everything over.
And it ruined their shopping experience. That's probably why.
Remember the towers of cans that they used to have? Go pull the one out of the middle bottom so they all fall. Or like when they have the fruit stacked up. Yeah. Okay, anyways. From this one, they stole a laptop, I get, a camera, I understand.
Okay.
A hairdryer and all of this total value of around 950 pounds. They didn't even touch the gold jewelry that was in the car.
Okay. Guys.
Tell me why, Scott.
No, there's no excuse. I am so disappointed in you people. So disappointed. The first thing, number one, if you have to ice the little brats because they were jumping around in Walmart, I get it. I don't condone it because I don't think that kids should have to die unless they're little bratty Walmart trailer trash kids. And then their parents too. Get that part.
But this guy's a lieutenant colonel, okay?
The first thing you should have grabbed was the fucking gold jewelry. Because if worse comes to worse, you can always smelt it down and sell it that way because gold has a fucking pretty low flash point. Melting point. Just saying,
It's
guys.
very soft.
Come on. Wise up. Be better. Be better killers. Be better criminals, okay?
Yeah, leave the hairdryer.
No. You take that hairdryer. You're looking at me. I don't have.
That's right, because they did have a camping site. They probably needed it.
Exactly. They're going to go home. They're still going to shower. Need a hairdryer. I understand that. Maybe one of their hairdryers took a shit on them. And you don't want to have to go test drive a bunch of hairdryers. Maybe it's the same one that you're used to that you can't get anymore. You go, oh, look at that. That's a Conair 1500 or whatever. See?
I love how you justify shit. It's so funny.
I'm just saying. I would, if it was the same hairdryer, like I use a hair straightener on my beard because it's long.
I know, I've seen it plugged in, so.
And yeah, I could go out and get a better one, but I kind of like mine.
True. So
if I'm going to pop people, like if I was in their position and I had to kill a whole family and I'm looking through in my, hey, wow, this is the same hair straightener that I have. I'm taking that bitch.
Because yours is going to peter out someday. You're going to have an extra, right?
Exactly. Now I got a backup. I got one for my out-of-town bag, and I got one for home. And never the two shall meet. They'll never know that each other exists because they get jealous.
Is that how your out-of-town host and your in-town host stay with you?
Oh, no, they all know about each other.
Oh, okay.
I don't hide that stuff.
My feet are killing me, so I'm trying to take
Sometimes you gotta get those calls. It's not your day. You know your scheduled days.
Dude, you're disgusting. Ow, my toe's cramping. Ow. Okay, anyways, for this crime, a guy by the name of Alexei Sorenko was actually charged with the crime and ended up spending 2 years in jail as a result. The only evidence the prosecution had against him was from a ballistics test. Apparently, there were 3 other people in the vicinity that were also murdered by a similar weapon, and the expert for the Ministry of Justice ended up linking them all to his carbine.
And he went to Siberia.
Yeah, it was later determined that the tests may have been falsified, so Sorenko was released from jail. You know, I kind of have a theory on how they were falsified, but are you following along here?
I'm following along. They got a guy on the inside.
Yeah.
Save the family.
I spilled something and I was trying to move it so I didn't step on it. Anyways, now I have the teenage girls. Now, this one is a little disturbing. In 2010, the family planned another robbery. This time, they waited for the target family to return home because they knew the family had weapons and money. However, the only members of the family that returned were 2 teenage girls, and allegedly one of them was Inessa's goddaughter.
Oh, see, that's fucked up.
Yeah. So, so Roman and Inessa would ambush the girls. Once they had control over the teenagers, they tortured them, gouged out their eyes before they were brutally murdered. Now, Inessa later readily admitted to murdering adults in their crimes, but she holds fast to her claims that she never killed any of the children, and every time she was asked about the murder of a child, she would simply respond by saying, "My husband shot them." Okay, these girls were tortured.
You see, that's...
And one of them was 12 fucking years old.
That's where I go fucked up. Okay, look, I understand popping kids, okay? Especially if they're in Walmart. Little trailer park trash fuckers. But torturing children is a whole different story. You know, and on a serious note, like stabbing the girl 100 times or whatever the fuck it was, that's jacked.
Yeah. 37.
That's not, it doesn't matter. 1, 37, 3,000, it's all the same.
Yeah.
You don't brutalize kids, man.
Yeah. No, so that one really kind of got to me a little bit. Okay, now we have what's called the Cherkassk murders.
Make sure you can pronounce that right.
Yeah, right. I don't want Cher suing me. Cherkassk. There we go. Got it this time. So there's a string of them. On March 10th of 2009, the family robbed and killed 2 residents in a house on the outskirts of this town. They shot the couple first using the carbine, the Saiga.
Yep.
And then proceeded to stab them to death. In this robbery, they stole some passports, a laptop, a camera, a pair of women's boots, a doublet, and a men's jacket. Another doublet. Why do they need these fucking doublets? It's not medieval times.
Number 1, they stole the boots because they were fabulous.
I can see that one.
Speaking of that, my new stage boots are in. If you could remind me to go pick those fuckers up
Oh,
tomorrow.
I was going to say, did you pick them up? I want to see them.
No. Quick story. This is about Boot Barn. So I called him on Friday, right? And this nice little dingy girl goes, "Hello, Boot Barn. My name is whatever the fuck her name was. Hey, my name's Scott Alexander. I ordered some boots. Can you see if they're in?" "Well, normally we send an email and we'll call you, but let me go check." And she comes back and says, "Nope, I don't see him here. Maybe next week." So, okay, no, that's cool. I swear to God, the second that she hung up, I got an email from Boot Barn that said, "Your boots have arrived. Come pick them up." Well, I don't understand, man. But they haven't called me yet.
She's kind of ditzy then.
Sounded cute, though.
She's probably 12.
Old enough to go to the store, old enough to get
Well,
bread?
she'd have to be 16 at least, but...
Well, there you go. Old enough to go to the store, old enough to get bread. I love that disgusted look.
You get it a lot.
I do. Anyway, go on with your Amazons.
Hang on, I was eating a chip.
Oh.
I had to wash it down. Okay, so September 19th, 2012. The group murdered 26-year-old Vladimir Mandrake and 22-year-old Vasily Kamforin? Something
Vasily.
like that. Vasily?
No. So my second ex-wife's best friend was Russian, or I think she was Russian. Transylvanian or something like that. I don't fucking know. Romanian.
Not the fangs.
No, Romanian. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
And she had a...
It's Transylvania area. But
yeah, Romania is Transylvania. And her boyfriend was named Vasily.
Oh, okay. Guess you told me.
Damn right I did.
Okay.
International.
You're an international lover. Like Pitbull.
I am. Yeah.
So these were 2 security guards for a private security company that were responding to alarms at a dental clinic in the area. They stole the men's service weapons, which included 2 pistols and a Kalashnikov assault rifle.
Oh, yeah.
You know what a Kalashnikov is?
Yeah, Klishnikov, yeah.
Who what?
A Klishnikov.
Oh, see, Kalashnikov. That's not what the fucking phonics pronounced it.
No, fantastic. Okay, I don't give 2 shits, but yeah, I know exactly what that
What
is.
the fuck ever, dude? You don't know everything, Scott.
No, I don't. I'm actually fairly fucking stupid.
I was kidding. So then on November 29th, 2012, the group robbed the home of a taxi driver, Vadim Lushkov. And Vadim attempted to go after them, only be murdered by the guns the family stole from the security guards back in September.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what are you looking at?
Nothing. I'm just staring off into the
Oh, I was going to
distance.
say, you were looking over my shoulder like you were looking at somebody, and I'm like, dude, you scare me.
I'm going to be like the dog. I'm just going to look up at the sky.
Yeah, I'm thinking you're seeing your ghosts, and they're going to attack me.
Ghostbusters.
On March 16, 2013, Nikolai Kutskin and in Aksai heard his car alarm go off, and he saw some people near it. He was a car inspector, so he tried to apprehend the group of people, only to be shot and killed in the process.
Jesus.
Nothing was stolen. Okay? Then on April 8, 2013, a grocery store employees, Nikolai Korsunov and Yuri Statsenko, God, I know I'm butchering these, were responding to an alarm that was going off at their store. They were shot while they were still in their vehicle. Nikolai would survive the attack. However, Yuri died at the hospital later.
Damn. Well, at least somebody survived. Jesus
Yeah, a
fucking
couple of them
Christ,
have.
man.
Now we have on April 24th of 2013, 39-year-old police lieutenant Andre Urin decided to go out for a drive late one night.
Pause. Did you just say his name was Andre Urin?
Urin, Y-U-R-I-N.
I bet you he was pissed. Anyway, continue.
I can't. Your dad jokes fucking are out of this world.
Oh, there's a wet one ready to happen.
Shut up. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put my phone on silent.
And put some sprinkle in your tinkle.
If you sprinkle when you tinkle, be a sweetie, wipe the seedy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyways, when he went out to go get in his car, one of the gang members shot him point blank range not long after he'd left the house. After they shot him, the gang tried to rob his house, but the door was locked and they couldn't get in. So they left when they couldn't gain access, which undoubtedly spared Andre's wife and child from the same fate. Because they were in the house.
Okay, so far, they're kind of stupid.
Kind of.
They didn't jack the gold, and they obviously don't know how locks work, because that's kind of how locks work.
Yeah.
And if you just now shot somebody, like,
well, yeah, couldn't they shoot the lock and gain access?
well, okay, like if you stepped out of the house and somebody shot you, I'm going to close the fucking doors and lock them. That's how locks work.
Yes.
And so
this is
in my
true.
head, they're like, hey, chicka, chicka, chicka. Hey, it won't open. What do we do? Well, we better leave because it's locked. I don't know. We're confused because that's how fucking locks work.
But then they spent a lot of time in the campsite, didn't have to lock shit up.
Well, there's that.
Because, I mean, you see the pictures of when they raided the campsite? There's a lot of shit in that campsite.
God damn.
It's like a big-ass tent, and yeah.
Oh, so
Anyway.
they're living like the Portland homeless, but with a bunch of stuff and guns.
Dude, I
Okay.
saw some guy in a tent right off the exit here for 4th Plane.
Yeah, they're moving in.
Yeah. Oh, not only that, is they're starting to camp out on the sidewalk, like, grassy knoll area at the Esplanade now, too.
Nice.
I'm like, dude, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
So, how was the gang captured and arrested, you ask? I know that's what you're asking me. On September 8, 2003, Roman and Inessa's oldest daughter, Viktoria, shot an unnamed couple before they robbed the home of a former military officer later. Okay? When they couldn't find any money in the house, they sold some. Check out what they stole: candles,
You need candles, okay?
alcohol,
Definitely need booze.
and chicken legs from the refrigerator.
Hey, they were hungry.
Yeah. So
And apparently thirsty.
apparently,
And they needed the candles because they're living in a goddamn campground and maybe the propane is out. You know, they need to go to the bathroom. You light a candle. Maybe they're
Yeah.
having a nice candlelight dinner with chicken legs. See? All makes sense. That makes perfect sense to me.
dude, it makes no sense.
The only
to
thing
me.
that's missing is they should have had a guitar with them so that way there somebody could serenade him with love songs in Russian, which probably sound terrifying or very confusing.
Dude, I'd love to hear a Russian love song. Do they have them in Russia?
I don't know. I know that they have them in Germany, but they still sound terrifying.
You know
'cause
what? I know
everything
that's
is-
true because two Germans could be talking and they'd be nice as it would to them. It's like, oh, he's saying such nice, sweet things, but to an outsider, it's like they're yelling at each
It's
other.
fucking terrifying.
It is.
That's what the hell it is. German itself is. That's why it's not a romance language.
It's not.
It's a horror movie language. That's what the hell
Yeah.
that is.
So, anyways, they took off on a scooter, but they were stopped at an ID checkpoint by an officer named Ivan Shakovoy, I think.
I thought you were going to go another way with that name, but
No.
go ahead.
Anyways, so when Roman was asked to show his documents, because, they have checkpoints in Russia.
Yeah.
It's not like they had them just to try to catch a killer. They have random checkpoints. So Roman was asked to show his documents, and instead of his documents, he pulled out a gun and opened fire on the officer, killing him. Shortly after this, backup arrived on the scene, and Roman was shot and killed.
You think?
Yeah.
That's a smooth move there, Roman.
Then there was another officer named Alexei Lagoda. Isn't there a actor named Lagoda?
I don't know, but I know an Alexei. He's with a band that we performed with before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is he Russian?
He looks like he's Russian. He doesn't speak like he's Russian, though.
He doesn't have that guttural accent?
No, he doesn't sound like he's from Russia. God dang, I'm trying to remember the damn name of the band, too. Hella good guitar player. Nice guy.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Abe Lagoda.
Okay, I'm going to take your word for it. I
I
can't
know it's
fucking
something.
barely remember
I can't
my
remember.
name.
Anyways, this other officer was also wounded in the shootout, but he was able to radio for even more backup. Then Victoria was shot and seriously wounded in the gunfire, but she survived.
Send in the choppers.
Yeah. Not long after this incident, authorities went and arrested Inessa and Anastasiya, who were guarding a cache of weapons at their campsite. The cache included, check this out, a total of 20 firearms, a silencer, some grenades, and a plethora of ammunition.
Sweet, go for the grenades and a silencer. Badass.
Right? So authorities also discovered several items that were stolen from the victims. All of the evidence...
Like a hairdryer.
Yeah. All of the evidence found at the campsite linked the family to all the murders. And when the family members were interrogated later, they discussed their crimes as if they were just another day at the office. Inessa admitted her hatred for all things related to law enforcement and even said, "I am a gangster by nature."
Damn, she went total fucking like gangster rap is from Russia. That's
Dude,
awesome.
Totally.
Like, you know what she is? A Frozen rapper. Because it's really cold there. She is the original Ice-T.
Ice Cube, buddy. Ice Cube.
Either one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go with Ice Cube, I guess.
Yeah. Dude, don't even say that.
When she says she's
Ice-T
chilling.
is fucking awesome.
When she says she's chilling, she's chilling.
She's chilling.
That's why they need the fucking coats.
Yeah. So not only did authorities arrest Inessa and her daughters, they also arrested Anastasia and her husband, Sergei.
Oh, sorry, Sergei, you're going to jail.
Right? The couple was suspected of aiding the family in their crimes. Not to mention, it's believed that Sergei fed the family inside information regarding police operations and any officer movements so that they could commit their crimes undetected. I believe he was also telling them where the ID checkpoints were.
Yeah, but the other two, Roman and that other twat, didn't fucking listen.
No, either that or they didn't know that he didn't know those were set up yet.
Could be.
You know, because I think they were all set up randomly all the time. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. No,
I believe. Don't quote me.
I don't know how that shit works.
Me neither.
I'm not a Russian cop, and my name's not Sergei.
This is true. It is not. Hang on.
Due to technical difficulties
well,
beyond my control.
I don't have my mouse, and I'm trying to do it with my fingers, and I'm not that adept with my hands, apparently.
Thank God there's a monitor in front of me, because I'd rather not see what you're doing with your fingers.
Fuck off.
You have issues, man. That's been a good day.
Anastasia admittedly denied any involvement with the planning and carrying out of the crimes. On the other hand, Sergei showed great pleasure in knowing who was committing the crimes while his co-workers were left in the dark. It was well established that the couple actively stored all the stolen goods in their home, and they were known to sell the jewelry to a local jeweler if they didn't have it melted down to make new pieces.
Ta-da!
I know. When you said that, I'm like, oh, shit. Scott's not dumb. It's your ESP.
My ESPN.
Yeah.
And my extra Scotty power.
Yeah.
With the sports network.
Yeah. So, there were actually other investigations, too. A group of journalists from Nove Gazeta it's a newspaper there, held their own investigation into the rest of the gang members, and their investigation centered mainly around the death of Dmitry Chudakov and his family, which ultimately caused a public outcry. According to the journalist investigations, authorities fabricated evidence implicating Inessa and her gang in the murders, and the journalists maintained that the group didn't commit any of the crimes that the authorities attribute to them. And when Chudakov's mother testified during a preliminary hearing held in the regional courts, she stated implicitly that the Amazon gang had no involvement in her son's murder, and she petitioned to have the case set in for further investigation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my question is why? But authorities maintain that the group is responsible for the crimes they were charged with and based their findings on Inessa's self-admitted hatred for law enforcement and looked at herself as a local hero. That's why they think that a lot of people are saying that they're innocent, because they targeted a lot of high officials in law enforcement.
That makes sense, man.
Yeah.
Okay, and I don't know how the law enforcement over there really works, okay? Because my exposure over there has been very, very minimal.
But you've heard stories.
I've heard stories how horrible it can be. But,
yes.
When you read
and I have seen some of the actual footage from prisons and shit. It is horrific.
Look, man, when I was over there, you get transported to your hotel and then to the venue and then back to your hotel and then,
You're not allowed to, roam around and sightsee?
Oh, no, you can. We did a little bit of sightseeing and stuff like that, but it wasn't one of the, they look at us like, oh, they must be tourists or something because they're obviously not Russian, especially when you have to have a fucking interpreter.
I would love to go there.
No.
Did you get to go see the Red Square and everything?
I honestly
In
can't
Moscow?
remember. I was super stoned. I was higher than giraffe pussy.
Were you higher than 2 giraffe pussy? Were you higher than a giraffe on top of a giraffe pussy?
I was.
Because I have seen that.
A threesome giraffe orgy thing going on, yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's
awesome.
disgusting, Scott. Anyways.
Secret draft lovers.
Yeah. And so when it came to her murdering members of the police force, she gloated about her actions, saying, "It's a pity we did not kill them very much." As in more. Because the translation there.
It sounds to me like it's more vigilante type of a thing, and they're sick and tired of
That's what it
the
sounded like to me,
police's
too.
bullshit.
Yeah. So, anyways, this case intrigued me for a number of reasons. The most interesting aspects was the fact that although there were men involved, it was mainly a gang that consisted of women. Okay? I wasn't able to determine the history of the major players, so I don't know if we'll be able to answer it, but I feel compelled to ask anyways. Is it nature or nurture?
Oh, fuck my life.
I have an idea, especially for one of them.
Well, I don't think I have enough background on their childhoods
Yeah.
to really say either way.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying too, but
shit, man. Yeah, I don't have enough information for that.
yeah.
If you gave me more information on at least one of their childhoods,
See, that's what I
related,
was
then I'd be
trying
like,
to find it, and I could only find articles on the arrest and shit. But my whole thing is, if Roman was involved in killing her husband, there had to have been some sort of probably psychotic behavior there, because he did it as a way to infiltrate her. You know what I mean? Get closer to her.
They were married. Believe me, he infiltrated her a lot.
But get closer to her. You
Yeah.
understand what I mean?
And infiltrated her.
And then her to see that she's a gangster by nature, I don't believe that. I believe that she felt so wronged, and there might have been some abuse involved with that man who left her for another woman, because
Okay.
she started targeting people in his profession. So it's like she was going out killing him over and over again. You know what I mean?
Okay, I can see that.
But like I said, I don't have enough, and I don't have enough on the murder of her or the death of her first husband yet to even go there. So, let's see. Do you think that her children wanted to be a part of the gang, or do you think that they were pressured to join considering the leader was their mother?
You tend to want to do what your parents want you to do, especially when your parents are psychotic.
Yeah, you don't want to piss them off.
I would think at first, and this is just me, I'm just speculating, So, look, if you're there in Russia and you're hearing this, because we have the Russian market now, right?
We have Albania, but I don't think we have Russia.
Oh, okay. Then piss on them.
Yeah.
Now they're going to sue me. But, your parents are psychotic. Fucking, what are you going to do? Say no?
Right. Well, and then it seems like Viktoria seemed to be actively involved because she was involved in that shootout and everything. But you don't hear a lot about Anastasia's involvement. Just that she was part of it.
Yeah, maybe she was trying to just fly below the radar and, hopefully not get herself killed by a
Yeah, that's
psycho
what
mom.
I was wondering. And like I said, you can't find any pictures of her anywhere.
By her mom, Ice Cube.
There you go.
You like that one better, huh?
A little bit.
All right.
Little bit. Is it shocking to know that Roman died in a shootout?
No, not even a little bit.
Yeah, but my question is why did he do the shootout when all he had to do was show some ID?
I was just going to ask the exact same thing.
He probably could have gone right through.
Right.
It's not like they were even suspected in the first murders.
Exactly. This is stupidity.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Oh.
So do you think if they were given a chance, the woman would have gone down on Blaze of Glory too?
Oh, probably, yeah. It doesn't sound like she gave two fucks.
No, well, and then it's like she went through and she was demonstrating to officers because they gave her one of those like air pistols because it had the orange little tip. And she was showing officers how she like fucking gunned down people.
Yeah, because she didn't care, man.
Yeah.
It's hardcore.
Okay, but what do you think was the motivation for Dimitri's mother to testify on behalf of them?
Maybe she was sick and tired of the cops' bullshit, too.
You think so?
Yeah. Could have been. Could have been like, hey, man, because Dimitri was a cop, too, right?
Yes.
So she's probably looking around going, look, my kid was a little fucking asshole who was, he was tearing up Walmart, too, when he was a kid, and he probably deserved it.
See, and that's what I'm wondering. Oh, that's this one right here. Yeah, he was a lieutenant colonel. So, yeah, it's just... See, I just don't get... I don't see why they killed the children.
Yeah, that
I don't understand that.
I don't understand that. But maybe they watch too many movies, and then the kids
get rid of the witnesses.
And then the kids come back and they become law enforcement. Dun, 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 now it's time for revenge. Type of a thing. In Russian.
Or they become part of the Russian mafia so they can get revenge.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Okay.
Or they go to Japan or wherever and become ninjas. I don't know what the hell they do. Whatever happens in Russia stays in Russia, right? At the Kremlin.
Pretty much, dude. Pretty much. Yeah. Anyways, so that's all I have for them. But like I said, I couldn't find, and it kills me that I couldn't find a lot of background information. But like I said, I'm still digging. I just, got tired of reading news articles about what happened, and I'm like, this is not what I'm looking for. So, even Wikipedia didn't have anything on her early childhood.
God damn.
I know, right?
I guess what happens in Russia does stay in Russia.
That's what I'm thinking.
Fucking A, man.
But yeah, so there's that.
Groovy.
Anything you have? Do you have any questions?
Nope, because I'm tired as hell and I want to go to bed.
I know, I'm tired too. My eyes are drooping. I shouldn't have had that. Coffee makes me sleepy, so.
Groovy. All right, we're going to wrap this one up. This has been Brutal Nation. Remember that you can send us an email at brutalnation.cast@gmail.com. Check out the website at www.twistedbluellc.com. Make sure you click on that Amazon button, that link that we provide to shop on Amazon. Helps out the show. Doesn't cost you anything extra. We also have 3 companies that picked us up for blogs. We have Hub Pages, we have Vocal Media, and Medium. Just search at Brutal Nation. Pulls up our blogs. We look forward to talking to you guys again. This show's copyrighted 2021 by Twisted Blue LLC. All rights reserved. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.